Coming to the stage, Mr. Doug Taylor.
Thank you. It's been an interesting decade, I would say. I've been involved in hyperscale technologies for about a decade, beginning in the early days when I, to be quite honest, was having arguments with my customers about the need and the value of redundant power supplies, crazy things like mirrored memory, those kinds of awesome technologies that we as an industry were creating. And so today, as I reflect back and think about the progress that we've made, it's very, very exciting to see the level of openness, the level of collaboration and work as we all work together on this. So it's in that vein that I think that I'm going to try something unique, try something different in this venue. I think that from an open compute perspective, I think there's something that we can do that's even more. I think it is possible for this audience to do the wave. And so I actually would like each of you, starting from this side, to stand up and we're going to do the wave as I go along. So 1, 2, 3, stand up. Awesome. Awesome. That is the spirit of openness, that's the spirit of collaboration, and that's what open compute is all about. Now, StackVelocity. So some of you may be familiar with StackVelocity. Frank talked about us in the opening keynote as being one of the newest solution providers. We're very excited about that. But StackVelocity is actually a part of a company that's been around for several decades as part of Jabil Corporation. And really, StackVelocity leverages that incredible heritage and provides advanced system integration capabilities. And that's what we bring to the open compute market as being an open compute solution provider. Working with our customers and our OEM partners to understand exactly what solution they're trying to deploy, integrating that together, validating that to make certain that it will actually work when it gets into the environment, and then delivering that around the globe, and then owning that and servicing that for that customer through its life. And that is ultimately what StackVelocity is all about. We have a broad ecosystem partners. We're the only solution provider that is, actually, I think the only company that is a part of Open Compute, OpenStack, and Open Power foundations. So very, very important, we believe, as a part of openness is that you actually are participating across the ecosystem. We clearly are working with a number of partners that can actually bring the technologies to market, and actually, which through the combined strength of those that we deliver these integrated solutions. As I mentioned, Jabil is a global company. We can actually pilot a solution in San Jose, deliver it in Memphis, Tiszaújváros, Hungary, in Wuxi, China, or in Singapore and Guadalajara. Those are just our current strategic sites. That breadth, that integrated supply chain is what enables you to have a successful experience as you're deploying your technologies. As I mentioned, an integrated end-to-end service, because it doesn't end, your job doesn't end when the equipment arrives at your site. It ends when it's removed from the site and you move on to the next project or its replacement infrastructure. So our solution, our offering encompasses that and begins in the infancy when the project begins. It doesn't end until that project is removed from your environment. Now, a few of the things that we've been working on as a part of the open compute environment I wanted to talk about coming up in the upcoming slides. We work on these projects with our customers, both end users as well as OEMs. And the first project that actually Frank mentioned in the opening keynote, and we've actually had in our booth as well, is codename Hat-Trick. Hat-Trick takes the concept of a storage JBOD, adds the microserver, much in the same way that Knox does, but delivers that in a triple-wide concept. So 3 storage enclosures side by side in 2 OU with 10 to 12 drives, a microserver, and a space for a mezzanine card. So 36 drives, 3 microservers, and 2 OU. If you want to see that, you can come by the booth. Also announcing today is a partnership with Cavium to work on open compute and open compute inspired solutions for the open cloud server platforms based on the ThunderX technologies. We've got folks in the booth, and actually next door to us in the booth is Cavium. We can talk more in detail about that. We also are very excited for two reasons around rack infrastructure. The first is actually our Chameleon bridge rack. So the concept of being able to deploy a single rack into your environment and be able to convert that from a 19-inch to a 21-inch environment. So very, very clearly important as we begin to adapt and make IT, scale-out IT available for everyone, we have to comprehend the data centers that are real that you're going into. Along those lines, we're also partnered with Vapor. So Vapor IO, as Cole mentioned previously, is a very interesting technology, the ability to take a different approach to how you deploy architecture into an environment, something that can coexist in your data center, and obviously is extremely beneficial in a greenfield environment. So we're excited to be a manufacturing partner for Vapor IO, as well as a go-to-market partner in that environment. Thank you very much. Please come by and join us. And actually, I'm going to leave you with one quick message. We talk a lot about openness, about the activity. It really is all about us working together and actually going from a wave from one end to the other. If we don't do that, if you don't come by and challenge us in the booth and tell us we're doing it wrong, then it can't get better, and then it's not truly open compute. Appreciate it. Thank you.